Alrighty, well, so tonight's episode of Cooking with Tim, I decided just to grab a bunch of stuff in the freezer and pantry and just gonna whip something up. I don't even know what to call it. So I'm gonna cook up some brats, slice up some taters, slice up some onions, some corn. Hey, look at that. I'm not using cheating Tim potatoes. I'm gonna use real potatoes. And then this dish with the potatoes, I think Lowry seasoned salt will be a good choice to season it up. So before we get started, we need to go out and grab ourselves a cold one. Ah, yeah, there we go. One of the advantages of living in a cold climate. I love that sound. Okay, let's get started. Alright, so since I came home not knowing what I was going to prepare, how's the lighting there? Looks good, yeah. I got frozen brats here. You know, if you really wanted to make this a real cheap dinner, you would have used hamburger. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the oven. Let's see, how do you do this thing again? Oh yeah, 375 seems like a good number. We'll start it. Okay, and then I'm going to throw these frozen guys into my handy dandy skillet, cast iron skillet. I want to make sure none of the styrofoam packaging sticks to it. Alright, throw that in there. And they're going to go down here into the oven. Hi, Mocha. Hey, Mocha. There's Mocha. Everybody say hi to Mocha. Okay. Going into the oven. So this might take a bit. And in the meantime, I'll start chopping up the taters. And we're going to blanch them. So we gotta get some water boiling. All right. Well, let's start vegging veggies. Let's start vegging the veggies. Let's start prepping the veggies. Let's get this up here so you can see me. Not that you really want to see my ugly mug. But anyway, okay. So I'm gonna, you know, it goes without saying, you want to wash the taters up. Blah blah blah. Use your bleach water. This doesn't cost me nothing. You know, it's funny. It's odd that how everything's backwards when I do the mirror image thing on the phone. Okay, so let's get started on prepping some veggies. Okay, potatoes and onions are all prepped up. And then it just dawned on me that my cast iron skillet is in there cooking the brats. But you know what? Because I need to cook these too. But all is not lost. I know where I have another skillet. I'll be right back. And there it is, my Mongo skillet. It's been hanging out in the garage for a while, so I usually use this for camping. So, you know, I'm still seasoned. I'll get rid of the dog hair, cobwebs, and what other stuff might be in there. Clean her up. And we'll get cooking. Alright, well, with these cast iron skillets, I got her all cleaned up. Look, you can still kind of see reflection. Hello. Ooh, spooky. What you want to do is you want to heat them up and get all that water and stuff out of there. And we'll put some my handy dandy grapeseed oil in there that I love very much. Love that stuff. And then we'll start frying up the potatoes. I'm not going to boil them and blanch them, you know. Too much work. It's really not necessary. I sliced them thin. And, yeah, they should cook up just fine without blanching them. So, well, we'll see, right? All right. Okay, time for plan B. After cleaning this up, it's been in the garage in storage so long, there's a smell of mildew coming off of it. So, we certainly don't want that in our food. So this isn't going to get used. I will have to recondition this. Maybe that'll be in a future video on how to recondition a cast iron. So until then, God, I'll use my stainless steel fry pan, but yeah, it's not quite the same, but we don't really have a choice right now. Okay, so let me go dig out the stainless steel fry pan. All right, plan B. So we're gonna let that heat up, add the potatoes. You want it hot before you add the potatoes. Less chances of it sticking the potatoes to it. So yeah, let's give this a few minutes and see how these are doing. Oh yeah, nice, cooking up nicely. Okay, time to start cooking the taters. All right, so my test tater is sizzling away. So we're gonna get the rest of these in here. We'll hold off on the onions. We'll wait till the taters cook down pretty good. And then now's a good time to add the seasoned salt. Seasoned salt. Get them taters all salted up. And yes, you can add too much seasoned salt. Look at that. That just ruined the whole scene. Alright, that doesn't matter. Still get the gist of it, right? Alright, so I'm going to cook these up. Get them all nice and caramelized and brown. Remember, I didn't blanch them, so it's going to take me a little longer to get them cooked. I turned on the hood fan, but you wouldn't be able to hear me. Okay, that usually takes 10-15 minutes. We'll see. So I'm making myself a drink right now. I'm dropping an ice cube. Isn't this what you're supposed to do? Underneath the fridge? Now tell me who hasn't done that before. No, actually I'm going to pick it up. Alright, so we got our taters carameling up nicely. Look at that. That's what you want right there. Give them a flip. Alright. They're sticking pretty good. That wouldn't happen in my cast iron, let me tell you. Okay, now we're going to throw in the onions. Okay. Stir them up. Let that cook up. Next is going to be the corn. Alright, let's get our corn in. I buy in bulk, vacuum seal, throw in the freezer. Works out great. So, we'll cut her open. Still kind of frozen, but that's okay. It'll thaw. Alright, now we're going to cook this up. Looking good. After this, all we're going to be is waiting for the brats to cook. Alright, so by not blanching the potatoes, things are sticking. Potatoes are still not cooked. So what I'm going to do to remedy that situation. We are going to add some chicken broth. All right, add some hot water. Stir it up. This should work. I don't know why that. Throw her in there. Just gonna get them taters all nice and cooked up. We may even have a nice little saucy mix to the whole thing. So I guess we'll find out. Alright guys, I'm not sure what I'm creating here, but it looks absolutely delicious. Yeah. Excellent. All right, I'm going to shut it off because the potatoes are cooked. And the brats are looking really delicious. So yeah, let's I'm hungry. I want to get this thing started. All right, here we are. So everything's cooked. Just got off the phone with Tim Jr. for talking for 30 minutes and kind of tipsy right now. So let's see how this works out. The mood's kind of changed. All right, so let's go down here so you can see me chopping up the sausage. Oh, everything's backwards. Okay. Let's get in the groove here, Tim. Let's get in the groove. Come on, time to wake up. Let's get this cut up. And I'll tell you what, I will say that this is going to be absolutely delicious. Still see a little bit of pink in there, just a tad, ain't gonna hurt nothing. I'm sure it got up to 165. All right. I'm not sure what to call this. If any of you have any ideas, let me know in the comments. Okay, we're done. I know it's kind of a weird glare from the lighting and stuff, and I'm bending over to talk to you. But here she is. Probably doesn't look very appetizing, huh? But I'll tell you what. This is going to fill my tummy. And this is cheap. Alright, so a little salty. I keep forgetting the brats added a lot of salt. I added the seasoned salt, and then I added the chicken broth to cook the potatoes, which added more salt. But it didn't ruin the dish, not enough to ruin the dish. So I'm going to sit down and enjoy my food. Until next time, this is Cooking with Tim on Arbuckle's Adventure.